So Sinners is up for 7 Golden Globes, which is fantastic. They're in the drama category. They're second behind Leonardo DiCaprio's and Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. Is up for 9 Golden Globes, I believe. But that's in the comedy category. Yeah, it's interesting with the Golden Globes. They split up the movie categories. They have comedy, they have drama, and they got another category, almost like a blockbuster, where they kind of acknowledge the films that make a lot of money for Hollywood. And I wish the Oscars would do that. I wish the Oscars would have a comedy category. I wish they would, along with the drama, and also have recognition for the films that actually keeps Hollywood afloat. A lot of these independent films, if we just had independent films, Hollywood would be done. It wouldn't make any money. But we need films like Mission Impossible and the whole MCU. Like, what would Hollywood be without the Terminator and all these films? But they, for some reason, it's like, oh no, we can't get awards to the blockbusters just for dramas. So shout out to Golden Globes for splitting their awards up. Now Ryan Coogler's up for Best Director, is up for Best Film. Michael B. Jordan's up for Best Lead Male in a Drama. But no supporting actor awards at all. First of all, from a female standpoint, Sinners had a strong female cast. The leader of the film, of course, is Michael B. Jordan. But they had a strong female cast, and there's a lot of articles about the females in Sinners. And they should at least got 1 supporting actress nomination, maybe 2. But they should at least have 1 over there. And even on the guys' side, the guys in Sinners were very underrated. Delroy Lindo was underrated. And it reminds me when Delroy got snubbed for Spike Lee's The Five Bloods. Jonathan Majors was in it. I think Jonathan Majors might have been in it. Chadwick Boseman definitely was in it. And that film by Spike should have been nominated for an Oscar as well. But that film was totally snubbed. But Delroy Lindo got snubbed for that one. But he also got snubbed for Sinners. He was good in it. Miles Canton, who plays the young blues man, he got snubbed. And Jack O'Connell as the villain. Where would that film be without him? He seems so nice, but deadly. Oh my God, Sinners is such. Sinners will eventually win like a few best ensemble casts because they had, of all the films this year, they had the strongest ensemble. As great as Michael B. Jordan was, he'll probably say it. If he starts winning some of these awards, he'll probably say like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this cast. Y'all don't understand. Like that cast is almost like a family. It's fantastic, but no best supporting males, no best supporting male or females. So it's just, I don't know. These award shows are wacky that way. Let's talk about Michael B. Jordan for a second. I'm hopeful that Michael B. Jordan, I don't think he's going to run the table when it comes to award season. He could. When you look at the Golden Globes, again, they got the comedy and drama categories. He's in the drama category. There's a lot of competition over there, but it's really thick in the comedy category. You got Leonardo's over there, George Clooney's over there, Timothy Chalamet's over there, Ethan Hawke is over there. So, I mean, and to be honest, I think Ethan Hawke might actually be a dark horse when it comes to award season. He might be, I don't know if Chalamet's going to win, but I don't know if DiCaprio's going to win, but I have a feeling Ethan Hawke might win because Ethan Hawke, you talk about someone that's been putting in the work. Ethan Hawke's been putting in the work since Dead Poets Society and Reality Bites, man. And so he should have won Best Supporting for Training Day. So I wouldn't be surprised that Ethan Hawke won some awards in award season. But back to Michael B. Jordan. So I'm hopeful that Michael will win Golden Globe. He'll definitely be nominated for an Oscar. But I hope he wins a few awards because, first of all, playing Smoke and Stack was not easy to do. First, he's playing twins. He's not playing like, well, one twin's a nerd and one twin is cool. It's like, no. Smoke and Stack were similar but different. So even when he's changing the colors, I think because one wore reds and one wore blue, but even with the clothing change, those guys were very similar, but there were slight nuances. How they related to their women, how they certain mannerisms that they had. It was very minor, but Michael B. Jordan playing these characters had to remember that when he switched over. It's, damn, no, Smoke the acts like that. No, I got to act more like Stack. That's not easy to do. Because the story was Michael B. had an idea he was going to take, he was taking to Ryan Coogler. And then Ryan Coogler said, I got something else for you, cuz. Check this movie out. And he gave him Sinners. And Michael was like, I'm playing twins. Yeah, you playing twins, cuz. And he did it. And he did. So for all the male actors this year, Michael B. Jordan probably put in the most work. And I've been tracking this dude, man, since The Wire. When him as Wallace as The Wire is probably one of the most tragic deaths on that series. It's still probably in the top 3 or 5. But then after that, I was like, man, what is he going to do? He's young. Where is he going to go? And he ended up on All My Children, because I'm a soap opera guy. He ended up on All My Children playing Reggie, a role that Chadwick Boseman played earlier, but Chadwick didn't like the writing. So he bounced out, and then they brought back the character and brought him back as Michael B. Jordan. He got adopted by Jackson Montgomery, Erica Kane's off and on ex. And it's almost like if you took Wallace from The Wire and somehow he survived that bullet and he ended up in Pine Valley. Adopted by a rich white lawyer, living in the suburbs, hanging out with white girls and black girls. He was living a life. There's a picture of, because Amanda Seyfried, who I think is up for a Golden Globe, Amanda Seyfried was also on All My Children. There's a picture of them together when they were teenagers. And they took another picture of them in 2025. So it's beautiful to see. Shout out to soap opera actors. So then he went from there. He went to Friday Night Lights. You know, the coach, they moved the coach to a new school because they kicked him out of his school. And he goes to the urban school, and that's where he meets Michael B. Jordan. So if you look at Michael B. Jordan's career, it's very much like Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio was a young actor when he started off. He was on Growing Pains. He was a young guy, young kid when he was in that movie with De Niro. So Leonardo DiCaprio did not go to acting school at all. He just learned by being around these great actors. Same thing happened to Michael B. Jordan. He was around all these great actors on The Wire as a young guy. Then when you go to soap operas, regardless of what you think about soap operas, there's a lot of talented actors on soap operas, and you work at such high speeds all the time. You're digesting a lot of lines every day. So he had to improve his memorization. So now you got these older actors you're learning from. You're not getting killed off, and now you're learning all these pages of dialogue where you're being happy and sad and all that stuff. Then you take that, you go to Friday Night Lights, which is one of the best series of the 2000s still. You got that great cast. So by the time we get to Fruitvale Station with Ryan Coogler met a guy who's already a seasoned actor by the time he was still in his late teens, early 20s. They are De Niro and Scorsese in a lot of ways. Man, they're so good together. So then you got Fruitvale Station. They do the Creed films. And then you have Erik Killmonger in Black Panther. Erik Killmonger to me is like one of the greatest comic book movie characters ever. Not even villains, just greatest comic book characters in movies ever. In fact, I was surprised when they said that Jordan's first Golden Globe is for Sinners, because I thought he should have been nominated for Erik Killmonger for a Golden Globe for an Oscar. I don't know where Black Panther would be without Michael B. Jordan's Erik Killmonger. As great as Chadwick Boseman was, I can't imagine that film without Erik Killmonger. And personally, I wished for Black Panther 2, so the story of Black Panther 2 was supposed to be about T'Challa and his son. That was supposed to be the story. Unfortunately, Chadwick died, so they changed it on the run and made it female heavy. It was fine, but it wasn't as impactful as Black Panther. And when Chadwick died, I was hopeful maybe that they would have centered the film around Erik Killmonger, even though Killmonger went to the celestial plane. It's like soap operas. You can play around with that. I was hoping that they was going to center Black Panther 2 around Erik Killmonger. I feel like that would have been a better film, but they didn't. But Erik Killmonger is still one of the greatest performances ever. So the fact that him and Coogler together has this run with Fruitvale Station, the Creed films, Black Panther, and now Sinners, I don't know. I can't think of a better pairing right now than those two. Black, white, whatever. Like, as far as director and actor goes, they're fantastic. And it would be nice if they both won awards during the award season. But we have to see. There's still a lot of competition. So, let me ask you this question. What is Michael B. Jordan's best performances? Or let's do this. Rank these performances. Wallace from The Wire. We're playing Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights. Fruitvale Station. Erik Killmonger. Creed. And Sinners, a Smoking Stack. How would you rank them? So we got Wallace on the Wire. I'm skipping all my children because most of y'all probably didn't see that. So Wallace on the Wire, Friday Night Lights, Fruitvale Station, the Creed films, Erik Killmonger, and Smoking Stack. How would you rate his performances from 1 to 6? He's good, man. And Ryan Coogler's good with him.